welcome everybody. I hope everybody's having a great Christmas. I'm just going to be doing a few bounties since they are double marks, double source marks this week. So take advantage of it as much as you can. So I'm just going to be going from the T5 to T7 bounty. So come out if you like. Each bounty will be should be rewarding 16 marks. So that's quite a bit considering they only offer usually 8. So if you need it, come and get it. Are my hand mod's good? No, it's out. Alright. Generator is out. How are we doing? Yeah, we're doing alright there. Alright. Wrong henchman. There we go, zombies. There we go. And that should be the... There we go. Go get those ones up on the top. Where are they? There we go. This guy will work. So if you need the bounties and you want to get double source marks this week, that is the bonus this week. So we're out here in the Starro Deluge zone. We got a few people here. I can't wait to get that second loadout bar. I think that's going to be really good. Can't wait for that. to the House of Legends. Titan's Island it is.
We're not sure whether they are taking advantage of chaos or...
So did you ever see that movie with the giant kaiju where these dudes and these giant robots... Really?
Have no fear. One of us can take one for the team. Make it look good. Just not too good.
The rats are hungry today. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can find Gizmo here. He should be over here. If not, I'll try to do Simon. I usually do Simon. I feel like he's just kind of more straightforward, but we'll go with Gizmo. See, we burned the helicopter so fast, he still had the shield on him. Alright, there we go. Yeah. That's why I like Simon just a little bit better. You can just straight burn him through. No real gimmicks to his fight.
On a scale of 0 to awesome.
Nice work, KOing that.
Infinity Square.
Alright. Oops. If I don't get stuck on the stairs here. Let me just warp. Atlantis it is.
Koromrath's lust for magic has corrupted the sea worse than we could imagine. The creatures of the trench are attacking in schools,
Koromrath's
overcome by
experiments
a
with
magical
forbidden
rain.
magic
You
have
No, the creatures aren't over there, so they're probably on the other side over here. Here we go. Here's the big mama here. Alright, warp rally real quick. There we go.
excellent work. That swarm of creatures was
We owe you
terrifying.
much, land dwellers.
I think I'll do the golem first.
The normal demon pods are bad enough, but some of them grow
I like
by
doing him
insect
first.
poisons. You need to be ready to neutralize anything that comes.
Because it seems like he has like the most health out of everybody here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and seek out one of the pods, and we'll go ahead and do that. Should be one of them right over here. Alright. It's nice to see everybody saying Merry Christmas in the LFG chat. Very nice. It's better than what I usually see there. Alright, we got a pod right here. Get him into the fight here. Alright, so no runes here, probably in the back corner over here. Are they there? Yes, they are. Nice. Well, as soon as we're out of combat here, there we go. We're rally. House of Legends. So we were in Chaos Gotham. I'm gonna see what the next map is. So we're about already 3 DLCs in. So you get double the source marks because it is double bonus this week. Let me kind of show the events. So here's our bonus, double source marks. I think it's the first one for this year, so it's actually crazy that it's at the very end of the year. So if you're looking for source marks and you need quite a few of them, this is a good, free, and easy way to get them.
The Titans weren't able to avoid the metal virus like I did.
I think if you get like most or almost all of them, you get around 300 something. That means you'll get close to 600, over 600. So you're probably looking at probably almost 700 marks if you run everything for the bounties. Let me try to get him to this corner. Get him with the pull. Every quarter of his health he jumps back, and you gotta wait for him to just come back. He does like a lot of panic attacks. Yep, see there he goes ahead and jumps back. You don't want to track the orbs because they basically debuff you. If you see an arrow over your head, that means you're being targeted by the orbs, and when they get close enough, then they'll basically one-shot you. And no more orbs in the middle, so... Oh, until there are. I forgot he still had a quarter of his health there, so they were going to pop up when he went back. Oh well. Yeah, that's why I don't like the middle and all that. It's just not good. Recipe for disaster there. Looks like LFG is starting up as usual now. gotta watch out for her skull. She does that pretty quick. Yep, she's gonna do a skull right before. Yep, everybody ends up taking each. I was looking over there and I was like, how many of them are gonna die from that? Yep. So I'm gonna warp rally. It'll take me to this little portal here. Right here.
You did your part today. The Titans you saved
Warp
may
to House
still
of
be-
Legends. Thanagar it is.
The cult of the Seven Devils is using the Dark Knight's invasion as
The cult of the Seven Devils has been purifying nth metal. Alright, so I think we'll go to the next map, kill those real quick, and then... Wait, did I get it from her? I don't think I took... Yeah, I didn't take it back from the scout. So I'll go to the next map, do that, and then I'll come back. Only an apparition of Onamar's sin.
Alright, so I think we just went to, we're going to T6 now. Tier 6. I think it's Patchwork the Mascara. That's the next one. Yes, it is.
Let no selfish god, new god, or bloodthirsty mortal see victory.
Alright, so I already got that one. Let's see who's up. Let's see who it says on the map. Which teleporter though? Does that Gates of Tartarus teleporter? Okay. Alright, they seem to be doing pretty good. Let me get the
This Hydra will test the mettle of every warrior.
put the
Day to remember that I cannot stand or mind.
yeah, usually there's not enough people to do that, so I usually kind of think to myself, like, I don't know. But we had enough that time, so no reason not to. Alright, so it should be the Atlantean one now.
Group and come back strong.
Alright, so we're done over here. We got all the crystals and everything. Mission hub. Let's collect all these.
No challenge.
Oh, you're a persistent little dear. I so look forward to crushing you.
And then we're over to House of Legends. Next one's going to be probably 31st.
Persistent little dear. I so look forward to crushing you.
Oh, my inventory's full? Alright, let me take care of that then. Yeah, I forget that these like episodes drop like a lot of trash in your inventory. There we go. Much better. Okay, there you go. I wish we could turn renown into like other rewards or source marks or something. That'd be cool. Because they kind of stack up after a while and you don't even really need them. It's like you either just use them to get rid of them or you throw them away. Alright. Let's see here. I think it's Brainiac
The
over
Fatal
here.
Five are taking advantage of all the chaos. Show them what it...
Should be this little console over here. And then Computo right here.
Vital infrastructure was damaged and is in need of repair.
Let's see who's up at the moment. Do they say who's up? Yes, so it is Cosmic Boy. Let's stay up here for now, because he's going to be doing his spin attack. That's a one-shot. We could take him out in a minute. There you go. Speed run Cosmic Boy right there. Now we just need the crystals. Turned into a tree even after. That's crazy. Alright. How many more of those crystals I actually need? Let's see. Because otherwise I'll get the signs depending on... let's see. Legion need Morture's Wild Magic, so I just need 2 more of those crystals. I might as well get the signs while I can. It'll alert me when the other thing comes up. Try to see where I am on the map. Okay, right here. Let me just start picking some right here. I'm gonna go to my usual spot so I can kind of make it go quick. think he's down for the count. Yes, he is. Alright.
Will prove a little more fatal.
I can go ahead and grab those signs, finish those up real quick. Now we got this down here. We can quickly use this. Go back to my spot real quick. Finish that up. And then I think it's Flashpoint after this. I could be wrong. So you can get 4 at a time with this little path that I got here. It's pretty good. It goes pretty quick. There it is. See, they're like almost synchronized. There you go. That should be it for that. Quickly warp back and collect everything.
A strong victory. I knew you.
Thank you for your assistance in here.
And then warp to the House of Legends. Welcome, Click. Welcome to the stream. Nice fit. Thank you so much. I went ahead and kind of threw this together for the holiday. I kind of like the lasso belt with it's like the string of lights, but that's your lasso. I kind of like that. They should have made like an iconic ability off of that. That would have been kind of cool, to be honest. Yeah, make a lasso ability out of that. Alright, so we got Sarah Charles. Wanna get hers. Oracle over here.
Amazons and Atlanteans sent their strongest forces.
And then little Skeets over here. We need to get him as a pet. They can update his model, give him out as a pet or something. That'd be kind of cool. Oh. Did we get credit for it? Yes, we did. We got credit for it. The one last tap. Man, easiest bounty ever. Alright. Alright, so we got Vixen and Aqualand. Alright, they're down for the count. Now, when I try to find the paradox ones, I go after the one that has like the weird giant eye in the middle and floats and yeah, this guy right here, because he's the one that drops the orbital, and you want to make sure you're not in combat mode, because he grounds you like a lot if you do. So I just make sure I'm out of combat. I mean, out of movement. You can always sell the orbital for money if you get lucky. But I think he's the only one that actually drops it. Yeah, this one right here. So I don't waste my weekly on any other paradox demon but him. That chew can be deadly if you're not in like a channel or something. Look at that! Paradox Energy Uplink device. Like I said, you get lucky sometimes. Rally point. Right? Yeah, I think, yeah. It didn't feel like we did 3 bounties, but we did 3 bounties. Yeah, Paradox Orbital drop. And that goes for a little bit of money. I don't know how much it goes for now, but I know it doesn't drop like crazy, so it still holds a little bit of value. Last time I sold any, it was like 50 mil a pop. Probably a little lower than that, but you know, still something nice to go ahead and take a look at and see if you can make some money off of it. So that's the one I always choose for the weekly. I try to skip the other ones and just go for that one. Doomed Washington. Alright, so Guy Gardner's one. Cyborg, and then Lady Blackhawk.
Gifts from evil masterminds always come with strings.
Alright, let's teleport to Manta. I'd like to get him out of the way. You just roll away. He's gonna do his attack on you, but then, you know, that's about it. That's his heat vision, or no. Okay. I thought he had already done that move. So yeah, that's basically a one-shot if you have below a certain amount of health. The more you can keep him on his back, the better. Can take him out before his bombs can go off. Yeah, there we go. Straight up in the air in case they do accidentally go off. Get Giganta over here. She's got a lot of health for a bounty. I mean, I think it would be a little more fun if she was actually somewhat dangerous, but she's kind of, I don't know, she got like nerfed bad because she was causing PSN players back in the day to a DC. So she's kind of, you know, very just weak and just a lot of health. Rally point.
Keep that up. We got this thing in the bag.
What a glorious battle!
And then, oh, so it doesn't. It would have been nice if they put the if they put this on the teleporter for the ultraviolet nightmare. That would have been kind of cool. Yeah, you don't want to go buy those devices. It's just not going to do you any favors. They're just going to debuff you like those orbs in Dark Metal Gotham. And just debuff you. Trying to get the boss out of there. Alright, maybe that worked a little bit. Actually get some progress on this. There you go, he's done. Alright. We're Bradley. There we go. Death Metal Washington. Definitely with like the new changes and the freeze ally, definitely made Barbatos a little more, made him much easier to kind of solo. I mean, I still could do it, but that damage over time, that's just giving you free heals without you really having to do anything, helped out like a lot. So you can kind of just ignore everything else and just burn him straight through. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be Mr. Speedster. Because he's annoying to fight. She used to be pretty bad to fight because of all the ads, but that's like no longer the case. And you know, there's plenty of like AoE now. They kind of go down really quick. Make sure I get all my supercharge. Okay, so it looks like we have Bat Mage over here. Is he up? Yes, he is up. People are fighting him. Nice. Oh, he's all the way up there. Oh, geez, get down here, bud. I was like, I was expecting him to kind of just pop into frame. I was like, maybe he's just not rendering or something. And no, he's all the way up top there. That's actually kind of funny. See, I can have all three of these bosses out for the most part, and I'll be fine. Oh, there comes the big rats. I'll do one more berserk. And it looks like he doesn't have a lot of health, but then right now it's like the second I pop a berserk, you know, instead of trying to save it, I pop it, and then he's like dead like the second I pop it. It's like you think they're dead, then they're not quite until, you know, but it's all good. We got all of our bounties. Let's get out of here.
Take that, Barbatos. At the end of everything, I'm glad I can count on you.
We are that much safer from that mage. Thank
Inferno Kondak.
I have seen what must be done. We must be swift. You know, they say pride comes before the fall. So how's about you trip pride up?
I always block it because I don't know if the Flame of Injustice is going to end up going for me or not. Sometimes, like right now, it's just better to take them out just in case, so you don't have to worry about that that risk. Because if they get you and you're not blocking, that's basically a one-shot. That's what I'm talking about with those things. They kind of sideswiped me, so it didn't take me for all my health, but they were going for the person in back of me. They probably thought they could avoid a lot of that damage if they were behind me, but that didn't work. I think one more set and we should be good. I'll just go in here. This orbital must be really good for like a boss like this. I probably should have saved that for when they like run around, because they can run around all they want. They're going to be getting hit by this. I still hate those vortex to this day. That's, I absolutely hate that. Knew it. I hate those vortex. Yeah, she's down? Yeah, she's down. Thank God. Such a horrible bounty. I hate that. Vortex are just a pain in the butt. So it's between, you know, her charging and then the vortex just slings you right in front of her half the time.
Guess pride flew a little too close.
Most impressive. One pure deadly enemy to torment.
Let's see, Dakota City. We'll see how many of these we can get done. I usually don't get the one with the Fearsome 5 done, because usually we just don't have enough people. So I don't really hold my breath for that. Like you can see, I already got the mission. Like I've already like picked it up, but it doesn't really happen much. So because we just don't have the people for it. The next one. That will do. Chemo first. I love it when he does this, because at least it gives you some decent time to get some burn in. Crazy thing is I actually got that off, and he still damaged me a lot for it. Yeah, he had so little health, I thought he was already just dead. Just, you know. At that point, somebody just dropped an orbital on him. I'm like, what's up right now? Like it doesn't have the square box like it's supposed to for where you're supposed to go. Of like who's up at the moment. No, it's not this one. Let me see if I can see on the chat. No, nothing on the chat. Let's try Lincoln High School. No, nothing over here. Nope, nothing here. Because I can usually get Jinx burned down pretty quick. Maybe it's over here. And that's a no. Oh, he was up again. Alright. Now I'm looking for the bounty. The other ones. Hey, what's up, Harrison? How's it going? Welcome to chat. Just looking, trying to see which bounty is up in Dakota City. I'm kind of disappointed that they don't have like a little square to kind of show like where the next bounty is gonna be or who's gonna be popping up. Never really noticed it till now. Either that or it's still like a wait period between them. Because I know we went ahead, we took care of Chemo. I'm guessing people think that Gizmo and them are gonna be up over here. I don't know, but we'll see. Seems like everybody's gathering here. We'll wait here for a little bit, and then I should say something on the chat, whether like a little announcement saying who's next or whatnot. But we'll go ahead and see that in a little bit. All right. So it's Jinx, like I thought. Alright. Alright, I'm out of combat. Jeez, why is it so slow at? Fine, I'll just take the teleporter, because this thing's taking forever to realize I'm not in combat. Mission hub. That's why I don't like when it comes to like the in combat system. Sometimes it takes forever to realize, hey, you're not in combat, you're not getting hit, you're not near any AoE, nothing like that. You just spend more time wasting it trying to teleport. Yeah, so it's going to be a while till they do the Fatal 5. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go to the next map. Just a little too long for that. Harrison says the episode was cool except the raid. Yeah, I mean, I thought the raid was okay. It was alright. I honestly like BNE better. BNE better. I thought that content was just better overall. Curse Gotham City. Here we go, Gentleman Ghost. I'm probably gonna get killed like 2 or 3 times, whether it's really me or not. You just kind of, I don't know. There's a lot of easy ways to die with Gentleman Ghost, and it could, be a contribution from other players as well. So I kind of already know in the back of my head that it's, I'm probably going to end up dead from somebody using their powers or something. Gonna lose my powers probably. Surprised I didn't. Alright. Oh, alright. So we did pretty good there. no real death over there. So he didn't. I could promise you he didn't get his reflect off. Cause trust me, you'd know if he got his reflect off. What did they get me with? Combat. Oh, multiple arrow barrages hit me. Alright. It's not the greatest, but I couldn't see it with all the lava on the floor. That's a problem when you have a whole bunch of people by the boss. Like, your arrows are gonna, like, overlap, and that takes, like, 30% of your health, 40% of your health. But if you've got multiples on the ground, it's gonna kill everybody in that melee range. Kind of sucks, but when you have lava going up, you're not gonna see that. So that's why I say sometimes, like, it's easier to solo bounties, because you're not gonna have overlap from other people's, like, AoEs and stuff that the boss puts down. So you don't really have to worry about that too much. Alright, gotta clean out my inventory again. Toss that, toss that, toss that, toss that, toss that. Alright, there we go. And we complete that. I think we've made it to tier 7 now. So that'll basically be everything that we've been dealing with for the last 3 chapters. Let's take a look there. Harrison says, do you think we'll have a Razor style for the next episode? I would think... Let me see here. I don't know. I think you could have a style for him, yes. Because I think he did make it into the DC Comics as a character. So there probably is a style that's that they made for him. So I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Oh wait. Bottle DC. We still have Bottle DC. I just remembered that one. So we're not in tier 7 yet. I think we will get a Razor style. Because he did make into the DC Comics, and I think they've made it pretty clear in the past, for the most part to my understanding, that anything that appears in the DC Comics will be something that's on the table, you know, for something that's on the table for, you know, things that make it into the game. It's just things that are like TV shows or movies or anything of that nature. 99.99% of the time will not make it into the game. Like, the only exception was the Batman vs Superman pack, and then they ended up removing that anyway, because I'm guessing of the same reasons. So I'm guessing somebody thought that they were allowed to. They thought it was like an exception, and it wasn't, and so they were required to pull it off. That's what my guess would be. So yeah, we'll probably end up seeing Razor in the game, definitely, and probably getting an outfit or two, or maybe like a style or two. I can see that. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that. Is the boss out? No, he is not. So I'm gonna see if the tumblers are out. See if I can try to get them stacked up. Okay, so they are not out either. Alright. One thing that I noticed with this is that little, like, when this guy goes ahead, when he does this, like, cone attack, you can throw something at him, and it'll stop him from doing it. It'll, like, knock him back. Like, obviously you can't overuse the stuff, but it works really well. And I always put him on the pool over here, so that he doesn't do that that mechanic where he stays in the where he goes into a cocoon and brings ads out. Like it's literally a waste of time. It's not worth it. Try to get him back into this circle again. The more he has to walk, the higher the chance that he resets. It's a countermeasure so that you can't have him walking out of the area. So I'm guessing it measures how much he walks. Yeah. So you gotta be careful with that. You take him from a straight line from the middle to the lake. That's it. If you have him walk any more than that, he's probably gonna reset. So when you see tanks that keep like weaving him around in on the outer perimeter or whatever, it's like, yeah, you get him down to like half health and then he disappears and you see him show back up to the middle. So and then then he's full health again. So you don't want to have him walking around a lot. So it's like when there are players that are kind of in the way of his path and he has to go around them like multiple times. That's not going to be great. That's basically, people are wasting their effort to try to bring him down and then he's just going to reset. Or at least that's what I've seen. So it seems very consistent. Alright, so we got Tumbler Outbreak about to begin. I usually don't do tumblers because they're not usually up at the times that I'm doing it, and I try to get in and out. Just trying to get my hits in because they're not really coming up a lot. Just getting those hits to say that I hit them at least. Trying to see if there's another phase or something. No, this is the only phase. That's the only thing that sucks, is if you got too many people out here, you're not getting like hits and credit for it, and then you gotta be like in a group or whatnot. So I figure if I like at least get like the hits or something. Yeah, they get killed way too quick. Like, to be honest, I think this should be scaled to how many players are in the area. And, like, do percentage of, like, how many adds to, like, each player, basically. Instead of it being, like, a set amount that you put out. Because you got plenty of players out here that are like fighting over like the same ones.
Just another like 50 to go. Let's see. Got about 2 minutes on the board. I mean, that's not bad. Looks like there's a little more over here. Yeah, they're just starting to really thin out at this point. Alright, get out of here. So we can warp or restore. Okay, we can warp. Alright.
You made a big difference in DC. Thank you. You have made.
Now we'll just warp to House of Legends. Alright, now we're in Tier 7. Is the... Let's see if this is up or not. Because if it's not, then... May have some time for Steppenwolf, yeah. Because I'll probably have to switch the full tank to do the shortcut. I'm gonna wait here. And then get my flight ring on. There we go. Go back to default. Alright. Wait for it to start. Because I think this thing's like every 20 minutes, so I want to make sure I try to get this ASAP, because everything else is pretty easy to beat over here. So what you do is you just pull, as it, you know, it really only works for tank rolls, but you use your pull to yank the 2 shield parademons off to the side, throw them into the lava, and they are down for the count. And then you could just burn the oh. Wait, I need to go get the missions. That would have been bad. Let me go get the missions real quick.
Listen up. We need to get out there and round up hills.
What's this? Okay, the other one's over. Okay, alright. Oh, there it is. Come on. Get in there.
Look at this. It's going to follow it all the way. Look at that. Beautiful. Very easy. Alright, so we want to go over here, get this one for Brimstone, and then we'll do Steppenwolf after this.
Something born in a nuclear reactor won't be easy to find.
Alright, he's down for the count. Now it's time for Steppenwolf. Warp rally just to get us there a tad bit quicker, and then talk to Oracle here.
Wouldn't want to be in Steppenwolf's shoes when
Oh, I already got it. Well, I'll do it again anyway. Just... Oh, look at that. I guess you were already working on them. Okie doke then. Either way, that would have been good. Inventory's full again. Yes, it is. We don't need that. Alright, let's warp to the... Oh wait, I don't think I got the... We didn't get the collect from these guys. Let's quickly collect.
Darkside's gonna be mighty.
Quickly collect from Huntress, and then we can go on our way now. There we go. I would have just had those sitting there, because the Steppenwolf one, I had that sitting there probably for a couple weeks and didn't realize that I didn't collect it yet. So that's a little bit of work that I don't have to worry about, I guess. We got Kaznia now. So this could be Grundy, the Battle of the Damned, and then Neron. Do I already have this? Yes, I do. Yeah, so Battle of the Damned. I couldn't finish it last week, or is the week before. I couldn't finish it. I was like a few demons short. So let me go get those missions, both of the missions for Neron and Grundy. I can circle back when they say that the Battle of the Damned is up, so I can do that real quick. But other than that, I think I'll knock out Grundy real quick in the meanwhile. Yeah, I don't mind events like that. I already got his mission. Okay, all right. Let me see if I even have the one for Neron. I probably already have that one. I didn't look quite as well. Yeah, so I already have that. All right. Yeah, so we'll wait on that. I'll do Grundy here. Yeah, I think I was a little late for that. That's fine. I can always go back to Grundy. I thought I hit him. I guess not. It's fine. It's fine. I could work on Neron. Because Grundy goes down pretty quick. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, he's easy to fight for the most part. The only thing is when he has the fire pool, the fire thing that kind of comes up. That's when you're gonna. That's definitely like a one shot if you don't get out of it. This could be deadly if you have other people, that are like next to you. But other than that, it's like pretty easy. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, right there. You just get out of that and you should be alright. Everything he does, you can pretty much lunge for the most part. He doesn't interrupt your abilities if you're already close to him when that happens. Alright, he's down for the count. Alright, let's see if Battle of the Damned is up. I didn't see it come across the screen, or at least I didn't notice it, so let's take a quick look. Is it up or not? No, it is not, so I'm going to go straight to Grundy. Alright. I'm surprised he didn't jump out of that orbital. Like that. I would think, hopefully the Battle of the Dam's done by this time around. Yep, there it is. It's gonna be happening in a little bit. Yep, it has begun. I think I was like legitimately like three kills short or something like that. Like I was like, really? Alright. Here, I'll keep you guys busy. There you go. Because I don't even need that, I already got it now. Alright.
Grundy is gone at last. Well done.
Alright. Move on to the next one. This should be Mogo. And then all we got is Mournful Mogo after that, and then we're good to go. Yeah.
Hank Henshaw, the so-called cyborg Superman, is wreaking havoc here on Mars.
I'm not gonna bother with the towers thing, cause that's kind of finicky. I'm just gonna hit the 2 bounties over here, and then we're good to go. Big rats are out today. He should be out of that bubble any moment now. There we go. I think he spends like maybe 10 seconds in that bubble, something like that. Of course he's using his heat vision at the very last second. Alright, let's go beta. That's a tad closer to our kilo over here. This is another one of those fights where if somebody's right next to you, those red circles are going to overlap and you're going to take double that damage for nothing. Oh, that's 3 in a row. Yeah. Yep. Didn't surprise me at all that somebody died from that. Nope. I don't have a shield on this loadout. Alright, so let me warp rally back. Alright, yeah, this is the right one. Get all those claimed.
Might be a while before our kilo tries anything like that. You've done well, but if he does, that said, Henshaw is quite persistent.
We got somebody doing their Lissa Black. Oh, very nice. They're using a lot of the stuff I used. Very nice. Yeah. There we go. Let me clear up my inventory a little bit. And complete that. Just toss these into the bank. Yeah. All right. Where's the stupid setters? Get those out of there. All right. And then Mournful logo. Probably just gonna skip the already. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I didn't do them yet.
Where Necron goes, Black Hand is soon to follow. I suspect
forces have corrupted many among the dead.
We'll do Black Hand first. And then we'll double back and do Leshy real quick.
Refugee Group Alpha has been evacuated. Well done.
Yeah, I got lazy trying to see if I could end up taking that or not. There's sometimes where you survive with it, and sometimes where you don't. Where the hell did it drop me off? Okay, alright. Alright, so you should be over here. Man, that's a weird spot to drop somebody off right here. But, yeah. So I gotta move out from that. I've survived it a couple times. Yeah, I only had a little bit of health, but, you know, I could usually survive it. Oh well. I hate, like, having to, like, unnecessarily jump out of something if I don't have to. If I could take it, I'll just stand there and take it. Because the rolling system in this game is kind of a little clunky. And so it, like you're moving, like, in some ways it's great, because it's like this is just his attack. So that doesn't do much. But it, like, pushes you out so far from the boss sometime that I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. But it's sometimes it's one of the only ways to, like, move quickly. I mean, you can sometimes do that from just moving, but then, you know, like, if you're getting juggled, that, you know, then you're kind of forced to go into a roll.
Only one group remains.
It's all the light blinds me. It's all the light blinds me. Your vigor disgusts me. Disgusts me.
Alright, he is down for the count. Alright. Don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm going to skip over to Leshy here. I'll see if I can go into like a busier phase for the evac mission. I've seen tanks go ahead and make the mistake of trying to pull all these spores, and then they end up dying like real quick because those spores are not a joke. Alright, let's see if we've got a busy phase for evac. Oh, we'll try 3 for now. Let's see. Get out of Leshy's way.
The teleporter is almost ready to receive evacuees. Prepare to move out.
Oh, I need the other one. I need the single target. This one. So I'm in phase 4 if you need the evac mission. It is starting right now.
The refugees from enemy attackers.
I'll hold them back as long as I can. The rest is up to you.
to the central wall and take care of that. Oh, nobody went over here. Crap, crap, crap. Well, I guess we're gonna lose this. Oh, middle. Lost it first. That's why I just don't like that journal mission. They need to switch it up with something else. I don't even know if I grabbed it or not. No, I didn't even bother grabbing it. Okay, I'm not gonna even bother with that today then.
The giant tree beast will plague this land no more. But the enemy is warned.
Like a Terran cockroach. Black hand.
Alright, alright. Well, I appreciate you all for hanging out. Hopefully you got your bounty marks and your double source marks for this week as we go into the new year. So I will see you all then. Laters.